guys. Happy St. Patty's Day. It's Christy and Michelle here at Pom-Poms to Properties. We're at the Assembly Ice House in Plano.
In Plano, my stomping ground.
Yeah, one of the many places that you could start watching your March Madness, all your picks.
Yes. If you're into basketball, then and collegiate basketball specifically, this would be a great place to start watching the tournament. So
Absolutely.
March Madness is coming up. We talked about maybe doing brackets, but then Christy and I didn't know how to do it.
We're not quite sure that
We know football. We don't know basketball brackets as well. So, anyways, but we're excited to.
But we're still feeling lucky.
We are that. So we're going to do a lot of fun things in this episode. We are going to talk about things in Plano, to show you a little bit of Plano. Since we're talking about, we're listing our house in Plano.
Yes, so we're going to show you a new listing that's going to be hot on the market. Yay!
We're excited about that. We're going to talk about, with going along with the college theme.
Yes,
we're going to talk about empty nesting and how that, what happens when all the kids go to college.
Right.
And is it time to downsize? And if it is, what do you do? And what becomes more of a decision-making process in real estate with regard to when your nest becomes empty?
Yes, absolutely. Maybe give you some ideas on places for empty nesters to look for a new home, or, just tricks of the trade, because we've both been there and, with kids going to college and everything. So I think that this is going to be a super fun episode with everything March.
Yes.
And, we know real estate. We don't know basketball.
We don't, not as well. But if you want to come out and watch the game, come to Assembly Ice House.
All right, Christy and Michelle back here with our March Madness episode, talking about everything college basketball, and darn it for SMU.
I know, poor ponies.
Yes,
they didn't make it this time.
I know, they were close. But while we're talking about college basketball and just kids going off to college, being empty nesters, which Michelle and I both are, we both have kids that have gone off to college. And then we've got a special friend here with us.
Yes, this is Tanya. We have been friends for a million years. And we Jace is a little older than Trinity, so he went off to college, and we did all that kind of prior to. And you have recently sent yours off to college. So tell us about your story and Trinity and you guys.
So Trinity, she's a junior now at A&M, and she went to school at TCA for kindergarten through 12th. So a little bit of a transition started happening as she went off to college. But kind of like went from the larger home to, looking to other options to kind of see what that looks like. But I love where I'm living, and
So you're in a townhome here, and we're going to do a little tour, at least of the first floor, because it's beautiful the way you've done it. But how did you decide on this particular location? And, like I said, you coming from a big house, big yard, all of that, and then you downsized here. So tell us about that.
Yeah,
that
so
kind of transition.
I guess that journey kind of started. We had a larger home with a pool and everything. And then I went through a divorce while she was still in high school. So I kind of looked for something to kind of mirror what we had, so there wouldn't be such a huge transition there. And then once she went off to school, I was like, I don't want to have to take care of all this. I don't want to.
I want a lot for one person.
It's a lot, and it's just it consumes you with all the things that you need to take care of when you're one person. But so I started looking, and one of my pet peeves, not everybody's, just mine, I guess, but I don't like a lot of cars in the front. So whether it's a house, whether it's a townhouse, I just want it to look pretty in front. And so I found this particular community, which is kind of like a brownstone, but in the middle there's green space.
Right.
And then when you look out the windows, you can see the other townhouses across instead of just a whole bunch of cars out there. So love the area. I was in Plano already, found this. This is a little north of
Plano.
Yeah.
I mean, this location is great. It's so convenient to everything. And so I was excited coming in here.
Yeah, so it served us well. I mean, it's still, it's a 3-bedroom townhouse. So I have one room as an office. She has a bedroom. I have my large master bedroom with a large bath, 2 closets, that kind of thing. And then there's a loft area that I have that I've made into a little workout place.
That's perfect.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. And I think, as you're going into an empty nester season, I know for me, just thinking about having a place still for my daughter to come and stay. And you just said the same thing. So it can be small, but still, although this one's not small, but it can be small, and you can still make a special place for your kids.
Yeah. And their needs change too. I mean, like, when we had the bigger house, she was having people over, and, play dates, parties, whatever. And then now when she comes in, I barely see her because she wants to see her friends. And
Yes.
they're out doing things and, seeing the town, living her best life.
She's like, do my laundry.
Here's my laundry.
Yeah.
Bye.
Are you going to cook me dinner? Okay, out.
Yes.
Well, I think you made a really beautiful transition here. I think it's so, we're looking around and everything is so well done, which I said we are going to visit about everything you've done, but I know you're a home goods
I am
fan,
Love me some
as
home
we are.
Yes.
So what's it, I was saying that sometimes you kind of have to have a strategy in there because it can be kind of overwhelming when you walk into that store. So tell us
Yeah.
what your strategy is.
Well, typically I go in because they get new stuff each week.
Mhm.
And I'm always the one, like, if you see it, buy it. You can always return it. They're very good about taking returns, but it's probably not going to be there when you go back.
Right.
Because they get really unique things and stuff like that, which I think makes doing a home even more fun because you don't want something that everybody else has.
Right. Good point.
Yeah.
I
And
like that.
then the idea of, downsizing, when you're in a larger home, you have larger pieces of furniture, you have things that fill up more space. When you move into a townhouse, you need to streamline a little bit more, have things that are maybe more monotone so the space doesn't look as small, those kind of things.
Yeah.
You even mentioned that you found a store. Where was it that you found a store where you found a lot of your pieces?
There's a store in McKinney. I don't know, can't remember the name of it, but it's a resale shop and they get a lot of things, samples from market. And then they also have things set up like with Z Gadway and stuff. When things are returned, they can't resell them, so they need to place them. And so several of my pieces came from there.
Don't underestimate resale.
Do
right?
I
That's
don't
the
know
first
that it's lived in somebody else's home. Like,
No.
there's some places, like I said, they get samples and things
Yeah,
like that, or
for
maybe
sure.
something went out and it came right back.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes you
yeah,
put it in your house and it just doesn't work for whatever
Yes.
reason.
Yes.
It hasn't even been used.
exactly.
Yes, no, it's beautiful. We're going to take a little tour. And so it sounds like you're a proud mama, though. Your daughter's doing awesome.
Very proud mama. She, like I said, she's a junior. She has a 4.0. But she's also in a sorority, so she's doing very good at balancing her life.
Yeah, having fun. doing it.
Yeah. So she's doing all the things.
We were
Oh,
talking about our kids living their best life, but we need to be living our best life too.
Maybe after she gets out of school.
Right. All right. We're going to take a tour. So let's do that right now.
All right. So cute. She has her own little front door courtyard out to the side.
Yeah, and I'll come and open this door.
And she has everything. It's just like a little house.
It's beautiful inside.
So you were talking about downsizing your pieces.
Yeah, so like if like the couch, like we had more of like a larger piece that, sectional, whatever, like in your upstairs. So I needed something that was a little more streamlined, wasn't as bulky.
And I love how in here you've mixed the metals. So you've got some gold, some silver, some of the polished, some, with a shine and some not. And it just
I
gives
love
it a
the
lot
like
of interest.
acrylic accents are super cute too.
Mhm.
And then this is such a perfect little eating area. This is a great size table because you can still seat quite a few people.
And I love these pieces of art that you said there's actually windows behind here, but you said you just need a little bit of light. So
privacy.
that's a perfect use for those pieces of art.
Look at this. And she's added mirrors, which I think opens the area up even more.
Mhm. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so she's kind of got an open,
Half bath.
cute little half bath. And then she's got like a little open eating area with a dining area and then goes right into the living room. So
Perfect.
super cute. And this townhouse obviously was done really well and has a lot of modern features. Super cute. All right, so we're talking about everything March Madness, and we are here working on our jump shot and working on your next home
We're working on
move.
my jump shot. We're working on your next home move. We're right here at Tom Muhlenbeck in the heart of Plano, where you can just come and enjoy this awesome center. There's an amazing pool outside. There's all of this inside, and it's right in the heart of Plano.
Yes, and if you love this neighborhood, which you're going to, you got to come and check it out. We have a listing that's going live next week, right in the heart of this neighborhood.
Yeah, it's 5601 Wood Spring Drive is going live next week, and it's an amazing house in the middle of this neighborhood. Great schools, great community, great shopping, eating, everything. You've got it here in Plano. So we hope it's a slam dunk for you guys.
Yes, and just like the brackets, timing is everything. You don't want to miss out on this house.
Right. Okay, so go Frisbee. Hey everybody. So we are ending this episode at a new hotspot called J. Alexander's in Plano. If you are on the tollway or if you up and down the tollway, maybe you've seen it coming, and it is here, and it's an amazing spot, and
So
it's right down
yummy.
the street from our new listing.
Yes, and don't forget our listing is coming soon next week. It's a beautiful custom home with a backyard paradise, and you don't want to miss it. We'd love to show it to you, or if you're a realtor, definitely show your buyers.
Yes, and then also reach out to us and let us know how your teams are doing
Yes,
in March
message us.
Madness. Unfortunately,
We're not doing so
we're
hot.
not doing so hot, but we hope that your teams are winning, and we wish you an awesome end to your March Madness. All right, cheers. Bye, everybody.